The Miller Park Zoo has so many great activities coming up. Here today to tell us all about them is Julia Benzel. Welcome back.
Hey, thanks for having me back.
All right, so what is coming up in April at Miller Park Zoo?
Some fun stuff coming up in April. We have our recycled art contest coming up for Earth Day. It's our party for the planet.
Okay.
So we have 4 different age groups that can participate in this recycled art contest that's animal themed. So if that's your dig, come out, do that. But if it's not, you can come and just vote on the recycled art contest, view it, and then look at everything else going on at the zoo.
That is awesome. And then what about Pollinators Rock? What is that event?
So we are celebrating local pollinators, showing you what we do to grow pollinator gardens, showing you how to grow your own pollinator garden, and talking about all the species that we have in Illinois that we can help prosper.
And I think when you think of pollinators, there's a butterfly on that flyer, but I think people automatically think bees. And I know ants can be pollinators.
They can be.
What are some other pollinator species?
My favorite pollinators are bats, because no one thinks about bats being pollinators.
I didn't even know that.
And you can, it depends on how you look at it. You can even consider lemurs pollinators because they eat fruit and disperse seeds, and they pollinate that way.
I see. Interesting. So it's not necessarily the pollination of the flower in the traditional sense the way that you would think.
Yeah.
See, I feel like you should go and attend that because you think you know pollinators, but obviously we don't.
And then you come to the zoo and you hear all the stuff we get so excited about because you're like, oh, bats, oh my gosh, are pollinators, yeah.
Interesting. And what can you plant to attract bats? Is there something specific that we should put in our gardens, or should we have a bat house? How do you attract
It's the boxes. It's the boxes that you attract them with. So they need a nice cozy place that they can all get in together because they huddle up at night.
That's really cool. And then what about Endangered Species Day? I know that's coming up as well.
It is coming up. So this is a fun one where our keepers get involved and do keeper chats with the endangered species that they care for. So you can come out and check out our schedule to hear them talk about their own animals, and then all the projects that we do for conservation with our wild counterparts.
Ooh.
And then there's a chalk contest. So if you're a local artist, if you just like to chalk, we chalk up the zoo with endangered species art. Last year they made the coolest tiger. Like, someone went all out with a beautiful chalk tiger. So looking forward to that this year too.
Okay, so essentially it's educational and art-based.
Yes, exactly. And you get it with your zoo admission. So if you just want to come to the zoo that day, you can participate and then go off on your own and see the other animals.
And then what about the summer programs that you have coming up? I know that's still like a month or 2 away, but we're all looking forward to summer with the cold we've been having.
I know. So we finally got our program book out for the city of Bloomington. So there's lots to do there, but lots to do at the zoo. We have programs like Animal Crackers for 3 to 5-year-olds. We have Zoo Kids for 5 and 6-year-olds. We have everything for your students to attend: camps, classes, day camps, art classes. Very exciting. You can start registering for everyone on April 16th.
And I know that there is a program that is sort of near and dear to your heart. What was the program that sort of got you started and got you your job at the zoo?
Well, so I started in 6th grade at the Miller Park Zoo as a junior zookeeper. So that is the program near and dear to my heart. You start after 5th grade and they grow up through our program. We start in the classroom, we do summer day camps, and then eventually they're volunteering at the zoo. So when you come out and visit, you'll see tie-dye shirts in our goat yard, in our rainforest, and they're the attendants. And then you'll see polos that aren't our blue polos. Those are our high school volunteers assisting keepers and doing education chats and doing enrichment for our animals, actually helping us run the zoo.
I really like that because ultimately then it's like sort of a graduation thing. When you get your next shirt, you know that you've graduated on to the next program. Well, thank you so much for all of this information. And Julia is going to be back in just a few minutes with an animal ambassador. But if you want more information about any of these programs you just heard about, you can visit us on the web after the show at ciLiving.tv.